Vlog day 209.
Oh jeez. Tripod came apart. But I'm dressed, so here goes nothing. I'm off to the French Consulate to apply for a visa. A little sleepy, a little nervous. And now that the tripod's head has been popped off once, it's prone to tip. Morning. Good, how are you doing? The first time I got a French visa was right out of college. I came down here all by myself. It was like only the second time I'd ever really flown. And I was sick, and I came down all the way from Spokane. So I jumped from Spokane to Seattle to LA, up to here in the morning. So I was just spent all morning flying, miserable.
Right.
Get off the plane, end up going downtown to get my visa. I don't remember it at all. That's the problem. I don't even actually really remember what the building looks like. I don't remember what it looks like inside. I don't remember what the process is like because I was just sick and in a complete blur.
Your mind was like,
my mind was gone completely. Yeah, get done with that and then hop back on a plane and fly all the way back. And and on the way back, what I do remember very distinctly was that my nose was plugged, and so my ears wouldn't pop when we were landing.
Wow.
And so just that horrible pain of landing twice. Yeah,
Sucks,
it was really bad. So that was the first experience I had getting a French visa. So there's good precedent to be a little bit nervous, but I have no idea what to expect from today because I'm asking for a lot longer visa. Those two were English assistant visas, which they've got kind of set up to be pretty cookie cutter. Once you're accepted to the program, you just get it. So with this one, I'm not sure if I need to expect more of an interview or what, but...
So you're planning to stay how long over there?
I'm hoping to stay for 3 years.
Wow.
So this morning I decided to cut down on the stress a little bit by just Ubering because my bag has a bunch of books in it. I didn't really know how long it was going to take me to get down here and I didn't want to risk it. So you can imagine after my last... it was just a stressful experience anyways. Getting a visa has already got enough stress involved, so why add to it? This is definitely a different building than I remember though. Apparently I needed to check in at the front counter. Whoops. Yep, there we go. So Ching and I are going up now. I just got to meet Ching, which was nice, and she's getting a tourist visa, which sounds much more pleasant, honestly, than what I'm trying to get. Yeah, that was literally just turning in the paperwork and my fingerprints and leaving my passport behind. That was it. I didn't film inside at all because I wasn't sure that I should, and then I asked and he said probably best not to, so I didn't. Now, I need to go buy an envelope and come back. The Chicago, there's a whole story. Let me get the envelope. Joby tripod?
Joby.
Uh-huh. And then you just set it up like that?
Can I take a picture?
Absolutely, yeah. Heidi's probably the most helpful post office worker I've ever gotten to work with before. She knew exactly which envelope I needed, how the French consulate likes it particularly. Definitely one of the best experiences. Also, look at these giant $10 stamps. I didn't even know those were a thing. I've got to return this envelope to the French consulate now so they can mail me my passport back. And hopefully, when they mail it to me, they will mail it to me with a visa inside. It's really funny because I had to fly all the way down here basically just to turn in some paperwork and give them my fingerprints. And that's it. So, if you want a visa to go to France, long term, prepare for a nice long trip. Before you even get your visa, you gotta have a nice long trip. When I went in, I thought there would be more of a interview component to it, considering that I was applying for a longer visa, but they just took all the documents that I turned in. It was really funny because he had no documentation for it in his book. I think he knew what it was, but he didn't have any documentation for it. So I had to help him find it on their own website so that he could print it off and then go based off of what they had on the website to accept my application. Which leaves me feeling a little bit. I'm feeling. I don't know if I should feel good about it. I feel pretty good about the whole thing, but that part makes me wonder a little bit. So, yeah, that's what I did. So now I'm headed to Oakland to meet my friend and write for a little bit. Cool. Thank you so much. Good luck getting home.
Yeah.
I feel like every other time I get into an Uber with an Uber driver, they are immediately telling me a story about how Uber is currently screwing them, which is not a surprise. But that guy was trying to get home. Like, he said it in there. He's like, I want to go home. If I can pick up anybody on my way home, that'd be great. He lives south of the city. We just went east of the city. So assuming this is the right place, my buddy Effie should be here somewhere. So we can't find her. Well, that was lovely. We don't have that where I came from. Just a bunch of writers sitting around writing in a cafe. They do that all the time, apparently, too. That's magical. I want to do that all the time. That's so nice. Hey, how's it going?
Good, how are you?
Good. Thanks for picking me up. All right. Well, that turned into a really. I knew Oakland was not San Francisco, and I knew it was on the other side of a bridge. I didn't realize it was that big of a bridge. Okay, now to get changed so that we can have lunch. All changed, and Dave's out here flying his drone. Looks like you might have lost it. Did you lose your drone? What's banh mi?
Vietnamese sandwiches.
Delicious.
Never thought that we'd go this far. Don't stop now. Reaching for a distant star. Don't stop now. Isn't it strange how we're safe and home? So that I count in days until a second glow. If you're gonna make a change, you have to let me know. Turn the shit around, just start to top the notes. It's all you need to do.
For the future version of me that forgets exactly what happens at the consulate, it feels a lot like going into a bank. You walk through security, they check you in, sit down, you go up to a window, you hand in your packet of stuff. The dude asks you random questions, asks you if you have stuff that you already do have in there, and you have to tell him it's in there, and then he has to dig through and find it again. Don't forget the self-addressed envelope next time. That was the mistake. Otherwise, it was really underwhelming. And they'll call me if they have any questions, and hopefully they don't call me to tell me they're rejecting my application. Find out in 2 to 3 weeks. Yep, that's pretty much it. Kyle and Liz are here. I have a feeling. Hold on, let's look. They just texted me. Are they here? I see Kyle. It's time to go. Do I have everything I need? I'm going to pretend I don't need a coat. Hey! Hi. Where's your grandpa? Tacos!